Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Just got some information that is kind of important, and while some people might not be interested in it, I thought I'd relay the information because it has a lot to do with what people have been arguing about in this country for the last 8 years, and that's Barack Obama's birth certificate issue. And it looks like we're going to have a news conference, and it's been scheduled about the findings of an investigation. Stick by, I'll tell you more. Back in August of 2011, Arizona Sheriff Joe Arpaio had launched an investigation into the legitimacy of the birth certificate that was provided by Barack Obama on the White House's official webpage. Now, if you don't remember, or if you were too young at the time, the birth certificate that was presented was green in color. In fact, I'll put a picture up right here. This is right from the White House's webpage. And it said on the document that he was born in Hawaii. There's been a lot of contention, more so in the earliest part of his presidency, for numerous reasons. He didn't provide the long form version, etc. I'm sure you've heard some of the issues, whether you support President Obama or not, regardless of what side of the fence you sit on. You've heard the arguments. You might have seen some of the YouTube videos that he himself was speaking and said he was born in Kenya, and that caused a lot of issues. To be a president of the United States, you have to be born, a natural born citizen. So on one side of the fence, people say this is legit, he proved it, he provided the document, let's just move forward. On the other side of the fence, they're the people who say he wasn't born in this country, he's not even a citizen, he doesn't qualify as president, needs to be impeached and thrown in prison, blah, 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 blah. So without getting into a huge heated debate, the news on this issue is coming to a head. A news conference has been scheduled for December 15th at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. It's going to be in Arizona, I'm assuming, and that would be 3 o'clock Pacific, noon Eastern on December 15th. And during this press conference, they're going to announce the findings of the investigation as it pertains to the legitimacy of the document that was presented by President Obama. In reading some of the information that has come from the investigator's side, from Sheriff Joe Arpaio's group that is investigating, I guess information as they kept looking into it became more and more relevant, and in the sheriff's own words, where there was smoke, there was fire, so they kept the investigation going. And on December 15th, we're all going to find out what the investigation yields. Now, without getting too political, some of the issues that were at hand with the legitimacy of the birth certificate was that the one that was presented there were certain areas in it that were called into question. For one, the name on the document said Barack Hussein Obama II because he was named after his father. But supposedly his birth name was Barry Soetoro, or however it's pronounced. And he changed his name to Barack Hussein Obama at a later date. Some say he did it to honor his roots. Some say he did it when he turned to the Muslim faith. But regardless, he did have two names. There are numerous college documents when he was in college that had the name Barry Soetoro. So which one's right? Who's lying? Who's telling the truth? I guess we're about to find out on December 15th. Some of the other issues that people have been talking about for years was under the ethnicity portion of the birth certificate for the father. It says African under race. And typically, now I don't know every single state. I know in Massachusetts they don't put African, be black, white, Hispanic, or whatever. So some people maybe not familiar with how Hawaii does it, called that into question, and it kind of just snowballed. Another issue that I read, and I don't know the validity of it because I don't know the family of the president, but on the birth certificate it does say Barack Hussein Obama II. Supposedly he was named after his father and his grandfather, neither of which are called Barack Hussein Obama. So there are numerous issues, and a lot of people say, well, what's the big deal? The big deal is that you could have a fraud, basically, for lack of a better term, a fraud in office, which would be illegal. It would be one of the highest crimes in the nation, and this person, if it proves they're not who they say they are, not an American citizen, will face charges. And if this person is actually born in America, then hopefully we'll get an answer to that too. And if that's the case, then the watchdogs can back off and let it be, I guess. What do you think? I know by asking you this, I am going to get a plethora of comments. Let's try to keep it civil, but I want to hear what you might think, or what evidence you may or may not have seen or read. The press conference again is December 15th, 2016, just 2.5 weeks away, and it would be 4 p.m. Mountain Time, which would be 3 Pacific and noon Eastern. I haven't heard anything about this when I switched on the news today to check on it before I went and recorded. So I don't know if it's going to be something that is going to be like pushed to the back burner and they don't want anybody to know about, or if it's going to take the lead and get national news. I'm interested to see what President-elect Donald Trump will say if he addresses this at all, because he was one of the big proponents of getting the president to release his long-form birth certificate. And he, I don't know if you remember, but years ago he even offered a reward of, I forget what it was, $2 million that he would, let the president donate to wherever he wanted once he provided his long-form birth certificate. And it was kind of a bickering thing between them for a couple of years. And Sheriff Joe Arpaio has had this investigation going since 2011. So here we are, 2016. It's come to a head. December 15th, we will all find out. I need you to help me get the truth out. How you can help me reach that goal is to hit the thumbs up button, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said in another video, about 20% of my views are from actual subscribers. So please join. If you're watching this and you like it, please join. I do a whole bunch of stuff just like this, and you can see any of the videos for yourself and decide if you want to stick around. This is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. I appreciate your time. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a weapon. Take care.